With us now, AeroFarms CEO David Rosenberg. David, thanks for being with us. Congrats on the deal.
Yeah, thanks. Great being with you.
So we actually spoke about 6 years ago in Newark at your vertical farm there. Just to get everybody up to speed, when we're talking about vertical farming, what are we talking about in terms of not only what you grow, but how you grow it?
Yeah, that's right, Morgan. That was in a converted nightclub. Then we went to a converted paintball facility. The facility behind me is a converted steel factory. We build these in new ground-up construction as well as existing buildings. So when we say vertical farming, it's layer upon layer of plant growth. Plants don't need sun. They don't need soil. They actually need nutrients and micronutrients. Our growth media is a cloth growth media. Instead of sun, we give them spectrum at different intensities, different frequencies to optimize plant growth. And the result is local food production at scale, so everyone can enjoy fresh, great-tasting leafy greens, in our case, also without pesticides, herbicides, fungicides.
Why leafy greens? Why not other types of fruits or vegetables or agriculture?
So we've grown over 550 different varieties of plants. So we sell leafy greens under a brand, Dream Greens, at Whole Foods, Fresh Direct, Amazon Fresh, Baldor's, ShopRite. But leafy greens, they have high rates of perishables. They're highly perishable. There's a tremendous amount of product that goes to waste. So about 60% of what comes off a farm doesn't get eaten. There's a lot of spoilage, and that really speaks to inefficiencies in the supply chain. So that's the first problem we addressed. But then additionally, there's lots of pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. When product says triple washed, it is what it sounds. You wash it to get the pesticides, herbicides off. So here we're able to grow not with organic pesticides, zero. My biggest surprise is we're competing on taste and texture. And this is the benefit of indoor agriculture. It's really fully controlled science that allows us to experiment, understand what a plant wants. So it's all giving different temperature, humidity, pH, nutrients, micronutrients, different spectrum to optimize plant growth to get great taste, textures. And that's where we're winning on the taste and texture, on the quality of the plant, just by understanding what it wants and how to deliver it.
David, I took a look at your investor deck tied to today's announcement. It shows that you've been doing vertical farming for 15 years. I know it's clear that there's a lot of science and experimentation that goes into that. In the deck, it says you're expecting $4 million in revenue this year, projecting $13 million next year, and yet you're valued at over $1 billion as part of this transaction. I'm curious, what are the catalysts that actually get you to $500 million by 2026 that you haven't been able to do so far?
So it's been a long journey to really optimize quality and reduce capital costs and operating costs so the economics work. So today the economics work, and then me as CEO say, what do we need to prove to have scale? So we're in about over 200 supermarkets. We're in a mass market retailer like ShopRite, a specialty retailer in Whole Foods, online retailers like Fresh Direct, Amazon Fresh, food service like Baldor. So now we've proven the business model. We've proven the unit economics. So now we've been putting money. We've raised over $200 million to date before this, putting money into reducing capital costs, reducing operating costs, and utilize the platform to grow other plants like tomatoes, like strawberries. We've grown 550 different plants. So now we're utilizing this platform. So when we say a platform, it's of controlling light, nutrients, spectrum, the digitization of it. There's a lot of software and programming and of controlling the pumps, valves, all of these features, and now using it to make other applications to have greater impact. So investors are betting on our unit economics today. Right now, this is what we call Model 4. Our next farm is going to be Model 5. We're breaking ground on 2 projects in April, and we've already built the prototype of what we call Model 6, all better economics. And then we're using the platform for other problems. So berries, for example, people have too many crap berries. So here we have great tasting berries to deliver to the customer 365 days a year.
Got it.
When I say great tasting, it's like they're red through and through. A measurement of berries is Brix. Brix is a sugar content. An average berry has a Brix content of 7. These have a Brix content of 11 because the sugars come in the leaves during the diurnal cycle, the resting period. If you stress it and change the humidity, change the temperature, we could force more sugars from the leaf to the berry to have the sweetest berry you ever had.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.